Hi, I'm Wayne from Rodney Illustrations, creator of the Global Fusion Intuitive Tarot, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a 5-card spread inspired by the LBRP. In this video, I'm going to be sharing a 5-card spread using the 5-pointed star pattern to lay the cards. This spread was inspired by the LBRP, and as you can see, the elemental correspondences that I'm using for this are from Western schools of thought. So, we have Earth on the lower left side, Spirit or Ether on the top, Fire on the lower right side, Air on the left arm of the star, and Water on the right arm. Now, even though I'm using Western correspondences here, I think of this more as a template. And if you're so inclined, or if you have a greater connection to the Taoist method of the Wu Xing, you could read it as metal, wood, earth, water, and fire in that same sequence. Each card that you pull is going to be placed on an element, and it's going to give you something to contemplate on how that energy is showing up in your life, or how you may want to consider approaching that element. The deck that I'm going to be using to demonstrate this spread is the Global Fusion Intuitive Tarot, which is my deck. After shuffling the cards, I'll start off this example with the first card that I pulled, the 4 of Sticks, and I'm going to place that in the spot for Earth. Earth is of course the material realm, the world of physicality, and the 4 of Sticks also has a lot of Earth-like attributes, even though it's in a fire suit. The 4 of Sticks has to do with harmony, contentment, stability, commitment, etc. So the objective would be to look at the card and contemplate the relationship or dynamic between what the card is about and what the element is about, and figure out whether or not there are ways or things in that area that you need to address, or whether it's offering you validation that everything is in fact okay. Next in the placement of Spirit is going to be the Empress card. You can look at the Spirit as quintessence. It suggests mastery of all of the other elements, and it also refers to the world beyond the physical. The Empress, on the other hand, represents creativity, fertility, potential, and she has very mother-like, very matriarch-like characteristics, etc. The objective again here is to discern the relationship between this card and whatever card you happen to pull when doing this on your own, and Spirit, the placement that it's in. Next is the 6 of Blades, which is placed in the spot for Fire, the element associated with passion, metabolism, conversion, etc. Whereas the 6 of Blades pertains to travel, change of environment, and things of that nature. In this instance, you'd ask yourself, for example, do I need to change my environment either momentarily or permanently in order to rekindle my fire? Or perhaps you could think of another question for yourself. You get the idea. Then we move on to the element of air, and in this placement we have the Knave of Blades. Air corresponds to communication, the breath, inspiration, etc. Whereas the Knave of Blades, also from an air suit, translates to logic, perceptiveness, with an air of intrigue if not managed correctly. And then finally, in the placement of the element of water, we have the 9 of Swords. Water corresponding to our emotional world. This could possibly be a warning not to indulge in tendencies to worry or engage in paranoia. The 9 of Blades is also associated with nightmares, rumors, and anxiety. Whenever things like this present themselves to us, it's not a cause to panic, but more so an opportunity to reflect and ask yourself, am I being paranoid? Am I worrying for no reason? How is this, in this case, impacting my emotional world, the realm of water? Introspection is a valuable asset in understanding yourself and understanding the world around you. Now, those of you who are familiar with the LBRP know that you can begin tracing this pattern at any of the elements and either clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on what you are trying to accomplish. This, as I said, is just an example, a template that I'm providing for you to experiment with on your own. And I hope you find it useful in your work. I'm Wayne from Rodney Illustrations, creator of the Global Fusion Intuitive Tarot, published by US Games Systems. Thank you for watching this video. Peace and blessings.